In the opulent shadows of a sprawling mansion overlooking the glittering city skyline, a young man named Alex sat alone in his room, staring at the silent world outside his window. The once vibrant heir to a tech empire had lost everything that mattered, not his fortune, but his hope. Deafened by a tragic accident 2 years ago, Alex had withdrawn into a prison of isolation, his days blending into endless nights of despair. But what if I told you that a single whisper from an unlikely hero could shatter that silence forever? Stick around for this heart-wrenching tale of redemption, and if it moves you as much as it moved me to write it, hit that like button and subscribe for more stories that remind us of the power of human connection. Now, let's dive in. Alex Harrington was born into privilege, the only son of billionaire entrepreneur Victor Harrington, whose software company revolutionized global communications. From a young age, Alex was groomed to take over the family legacy. He excelled in school, played piano like a prodigy, and dreamed of composing symphonies that would echo through concert halls worldwide. Music was his language, his escape, his everything. But fate has a cruel way of rewriting scripts. At 18, during a family ski trip in the Alps, an avalanche struck. Alex was buried under tons of snow, and though rescuers pulled him out alive, the trauma caused irreversible damage to his inner ears. Overnight, the world went mute. Doctors confirmed profound deafness, no hearing aids, no implants could fully restore what was lost. Victor poured millions into research and therapies, but Alex spiraled. He stopped playing piano, abandoned his friends, and locked himself away, convinced his life was over. What's the point? He'd signed to his father in frustrated gestures. I'm broken. Useless. Victor's heart ached for his son. He hired the best tutors, therapists, and companions, but Alex pushed them all away. The mansion, once filled with laughter and melodies, became a tomb of unspoken grief. Victor buried himself in work, traveling the world for business deals, leaving Alex with a staff of caretakers who treated him like fragile glass. Alex's mother had passed away when he was young, so there was no one to bridge the emotional gap. He spent hours in the garden, watching birds flutter without hearing their songs, or staring at the pool where he used to dive with abandon. Depression crept in like fog, thick and unrelenting. He stopped eating properly, lost weight, and even contemplated ending it all one stormy night, standing on the edge of the rooftop terrace. But something, a fleeting memory of his mother's smile, pulled him back. Still, hope seemed as distant as the stars he could no longer hear twinkling in old lullabies. Enter Lily Thompson, a 9-year-old girl with freckles like scattered stars and eyes full of unyielding curiosity. Lily lived in the modest neighborhood at the base of the hill, where the Harrington mansion loomed like a distant castle. Her family was far from wealthy, her father worked as a gardener for the estate, and her mother cleaned houses to make ends meet. Lily had a congenital heart condition that required frequent doctor visits, draining their savings, but she never let it dim her spirit. She was the kind of child who collected stray animals, shared her lunch with classmates in need, and believed in magic hidden in everyday moments. One crisp autumn afternoon, while her father trimmed the hedges, Lily wandered into the garden unsupervised. She spotted Alex sitting on a bench, his head in his hands, oblivious to the world around him. Curious and unafraid, Lily approached. Alex didn't notice her at first, lost in his thoughts. She tugged at his sleeve, startling him. He looked up, seeing this tiny girl with wild curly hair and a gap-toothed grin. She waved enthusiastically, then cupped her hands around her mouth as if to shout, but instead, she leaned in close and whispered, "I'll help you." Alex couldn't hear the words, of course, but he read her lips, felt the warmth of her breath on his ear. It was the first time in years someone had treated him like a person, not a problem. Confused, he signed back, "Help me with what?" Lily blinked, not understanding sign language, but she didn't back down. She pointed to his hands, mimicking his gestures clumsily, then pulled out a crumpled notebook from her pocket and scribbled, "You look sad. I can make you happy. Friends?" That simple act ignited something in Alex. He hadn't had a real conversation in months, let alone with a child who saw past his disability. Over the next few days, Lily sneaked into the garden whenever her father worked. At first, Alex humored her, teaching her basic signs like hello, friend, and play. She was a quick learner, her small hands flying with enthusiasm. But soon, their meetings became the highlight of his day. Lily shared stories of her life, how she dreamed of becoming a doctor to fix hearts like hers, how she collected rocks that whispered secrets, and how she believed everyone had a hidden superpower. Alex, in turn, opened up about his lost dreams. He showed her his old piano in the conservatory, dusty and forgotten. When he placed his fingers on the keys, feeling the vibrations but hearing nothing, tears welled up. Lily hugged him fiercely, then signed, "Music isn't just sound. It's feeling." Challenges arose quickly. Victor discovered the visits and forbade them, worried about strangers influencing his son. "She's just a kid from the staff," he argued in a heated sign language exchange. "You need professionals, not playdates." Alex fought back for the first time in years, signing furiously, "She's the only one who sees me, not my ears." Meanwhile, Lily's parents cautioned her about boundaries, but she persisted, hiding notes in the garden for Alex to find. One note read, "Superheroes don't give up. You're my superhero." But deeper hurdles loomed. Alex faced bullying when he ventured out. Kids at a local park mocked his signing, calling him the rich mute. It crushed him, reinforcing his isolation. Lily, overhearing the taunts one day, stood up to them with fiery defiance, "He's smarter than all of you. And braver." Her courage inspired Alex to enroll in a deaf community center, where he met others like him, learning to embrace American Sign Language, ASL, fully. As winter set in, a major crisis hit. Lily's heart condition worsened, she needed surgery, but her family couldn't afford the copays despite insurance. Alex overheard his father discussing it with the gardener. Victor planned to fire him to cut costs, oblivious to the connection. Devastated, Alex confronted Victor, "Help them, or lose me forever." For the first time, Victor saw the fire in his son's eyes. Touched by Alex's plea, he not only covered the medical bills but also funded a scholarship for Lily's education. The surgery was a success, but during her recovery, Alex visited daily, signing stories to entertain her. In those quiet hospital rooms, their bond deepened. Lily taught Alex to listen with his heart, feeling vibrations, reading emotions, finding rhythm in silence. Spring brought resolution and growth. Alex dusted off his piano and composed his first piece since the accident, a symphony designed for the deaf, using visual elements like lights synced to vibrations. He performed it at a charity gala Victor organized, with Lily by his side as his interpreter. The audience, including skeptics, was moved to tears. Alex's composition went viral, proving that music transcends sound. He started a foundation to support deaf artists, channeling his family's wealth into meaningful change. Lily, fully recovered, pursued her medical dreams with Alex as her mentor. Their friendship evolved into a lifelong bond, reminding everyone that true help comes from the heart, not from wealth or words. Years later, as Alex stood on stage accepting an award for his innovative work, he signed a message to the crowd, "I lost my hearing, but I found my voice through a little girl's whisper." Never lose hope, someone might just say, "I'll help you." The story of Alex and Lily became legend, inspiring millions to look beyond limitations and embrace unexpected allies. And if this tale of resilience and kindness tugged at your heartstrings, remember, stories like these are why we connect. Smash that like button if it inspired you, subscribe for more uplifting narratives, and share with someone who needs a reminder that hope whispers in the quietest moments. What's your story of unexpected help? Let me know in the comments below.